Hey everyone, Mecha-san here, and it's time for a death battle! Oh boy, finally my first reaction video to Screw Attack's death battle. This one, oddly enough, is between Mewtwo and Shadow the Hedgehog. Oh, this is gonna be interesting, but before I start, I will say that I have not watched the previous two death battles between Joker and Sweet Tooth and Flash and Quicksilver because, not interested at all, really. But the one before those two, okay, I gotta take time off here and address this fact here. Alright, in the battle, okay, first of all, Ratchet and Clank versus Jak and Daxter. Wiz, Boomstick, Screw Attack, Rooster Teeth, whatever, you need to redo that one. Now, I have no problem with the winner at all. I could have gone either way. But throughout that entire battle, I was just sitting there hoping, where's Dark Daxter? Where's Dark Daxter? And you didn't show Dark Daxter at all. And yeah, I know that Jak and Daxter, The Lost Frontier, a lot of people do not like that game and everything, but it is still canon, the Jak and Daxter continuity, so it has to count. So the fact that Dark Daxter did not at all happen, it's an oversight. It needs correction. I'm sorry, but it has to happen. Okay, enough of that. Let's get on to the main event here, which is Mewtwo versus Shadow the Hedgehog.
With Death Battle,
oh god, yeah. That was weird. Very weird.
A superhero or a plumber. But these two are literally built to show up the rest of their kind. Mewtwo, the genetically engineered Pokemon. And Shadow the Hedgehog, the ultimate life form. He's Wiz and I'm
Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh man, they're going with pixels? Oh.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Dr. Fuji was working to create a brand new life form which would change the world. That's great and all, but he had something else in mind. Fuji hoped his experiments would help him discover a way to resurrect the person he cherished.
Why did they cut this off from the American release movie?
With unlimited resources funded by mob money, he figured out how to clone his daughter's ball of consciousness.
Let's go with it.
Because science. But before
science.
He had to create the most powerful Pokemon, a clone of the legendary Mew. And he named him Mewtwo. Yeah, Fuji wasn't very creative when it comes to naming, but when you can create a new life form with nothing but a fossilized eyelash, you know you're a master of genetic engineering.
Yeah.
A field I'd love to get more experience in myself. Told you 1,000 times, Wiz, you're not gonna alter my DNA. What are you talking about? I would never do that. Always watching, Wiz. Always. Growing up in a test tube, Mewtwo's only companions were Fuji's other test subjects, including Amber herself, through some sort of psychic link. Amber taught Mewtwo about the sun, the moon, tears, you know, life stuff. Oh, and also death when she died for good right in front of him.
Yeah.
Worrying this may be too mentally traumatic for the still infant Mewtwo, Dr. Fuji's team erased all memory of her. Unfortunately, this left Mewtwo with a feeling of loss and confusion.
I did not know that part.
And no memories to explain why. With
nothing
else to do, Mewtwo decided to take out all his aggression on all of humanity. Then he turned some stupid kid into stone, a bunch of Pokemon cried, and Mewtwo figured out humans aren't so bad after all. Mewtwo is one of the most powerful psychic-type Pokemon,
pressure,
defeating its foes with the power
February
of its
6th
mind.
birthday, clone.
Wait a minute, you keep calling him it. Is Mewtwo a guy or a girl? Well, neither. Technically, it's genderless. Oh, how does it bang?
Oh, come
on!
Doesn't.
Bummer. Well, one thing's for sure, it's got balls of ghost energy that blow holes in stadiums. Had an onslaught of undodgeable stars, multiple types of defensive shields, and a healing ability for when those shields don't quite cut it. Alongside its other abilities, Mewtwo's favorite move is Psychic, a powerful form of telekinesis.
With it, Mewtwo can effortlessly send enemies as heavy as a 500-pound Onyx flying through the air.
500
He can even
pounds?
make himself fly like a Zubat out of hell.
Also, it can augment its
500
melee
pounds,
combat
that's
with
it,
psychic
though.
energy or occasionally a massive spoon.
Would you say he sometimes spoons his enemies?
No, nothing about Mewtwo is
Oh,
cuddly.
wow.
Especially when it uses Hyper Beam or Psy Strike.
Oh, yeah.
Attacks so strong they can incapacitate the toughest of Pokemon in a single hit.
And when trouble comes a-knocking,
Here
you
goes
do
Mega.
enter the door with a badass Mega Evolution.
Mewtwo is one of the few Pokemon capable of Mega Evolving without the assistance of a trainer. As Mega Mewtwo Y, it gains enormous boosts in strength, defense, and speed.
New height?
Making
Really?
Mewtwo
It
powerful
gets
enough
shorter.
to fly into space while carrying a robot bug monster.
Cool.
Fast enough to breach escape velocity over 25,000 miles per hour, over 32 times the speed of sound.
So,
Damn.
really, really fast.
Yeah.
Mewtwo is so skilled in its psychic prowess, it can wipe specific memories from dozens of people at once.
On top of all that, it can survive a massive amount of abuse. Like the time it got
Thank the
double
Fire
impaled
Blast.
by an alien Pokemon's tentacle.
Shit!
Didn't they censor that?
It effortlessly defeated
That's
most
Japan.
of the Pokemon champions,
They're more
team,
liberal.
including a legendary Articuno. It
Oh,
also
yeah.
teleported an entire crater lake from the top of Mount Cana. This lake is comparable to a similar body of water in the real world, Lake Kilauea, which holds over 385 million tons of water.
Wow, that's almost enough power to lift my ex-wife on buffet day.
Being a psychic Pokemon, Mewtwo is naturally weak to bug, ghost, and dark-type damage. Strange Dr. Fuji
Really?
didn't pull that code out of his DNA, but whatever.
Hey, you gotta have some sort of failsafe when you're making the world's most powerful Pokemon.
Ah, yes, the
Yeah.
ultimate failsafe against the most powerful psychic Pokemon. Bugs!
Oh, God, it's a Caterpie!
Aw.
Get it away, it's spooky!
That's cute.
I was not born a Pokemon, I was created. And my creators have used it.
I like the English dub for Mewtwo.
So, I stand alone.
Seriously, Giovanni, you're an idiot. And that armor was awesome looking.
Years ago, a brilliant scientist named Professor Gerald Robotnik, the grandfather of Sonic's forever balding nemesis, worked to create a new life form which would change the world.
It was called Project
Big-
Shadow, a
Oh, hey,
government
oh,
operation to
Shadow.
discover the
Heroes
secret to
rise
immortality.
again.
Besides, like diet and exercise, because fuck that.
In
Yeah,
Professor
fuck
Gerald's
that.
case, specifically for his granddaughter Maria, who was dying as a result of neuroimmune deficiency syndrome.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, Project Shadow is a pretty scary name for a program that's all about curing diseases and saving humanity.
Maybe it has something to do with the program's secret pact with a hive mind alien race
I
called
love
Black
that
Arms.
game. I enjoyed that game
Perhaps.
a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So what do you get when you take immortality, the cure of all diseases, aliens, and put them all together to make the ultimate life form?
You get a
You
hedgehog.
get a hedgehog.
A black, cool
Shadow
hedgehog.
the Hedgehog was the first step toward a perfect future.
Oh, first step.
And during his time in Gerald's space laboratory, Shadow and Maria grew
Three,
very
three?
close.
Until they were
Engineered.
separated by a bullet.
Yeah.
Turns out the governments of the world weren't too fond of all the evil alien business, so they stormed the place, captured Shadow, and killed Maria right in front of him. 50 years later,
Oh,
Shadow
yeah.
escaped and decided
Oh,
to
can't
take
you
his
see all
revenge
of
by
me?
just
Why
killing
can't you-
everyone.
Yeah.
Until he remembered Maria's
They're the
last
badass
words were
song.
pretty much, "Don't be a dick," so he changed his mind.
Now on the side of good, Shadow dedicated himself to protecting the world from the forces of evil.
Turns out fighting the bad guys isn't too hard when you've
Yeah.
got super strength, super speed,
Yeah.
helped along by some awesome rocket shoes,
Yeah.
and a bucket
Kinda
of
cool.
deadly chaos powers.
By channeling the potentially unlimited power of the
Hover
Chaos
boost in
Emeralds,
there.
Shadow can enhance
Chaos,
physical attacks,
chaos
heal
control,
over time,
chaos
and
spear,
strike
chaos
with
blast,
powerful
fear of
energy
light,
blasts.
shadow heal.
And with
Something
the
I've never
power
heard
of
about.
Chaos Control, he
Oh,
can warp
yeah.
through space and distort time, slowing it down to a crawl, or with enough power, freezing it.
Hyper Shadow.
He's got so much power, he can only contain it all with 2 inhibitor rings around his wrists. Unless he gets all 7 Chaos Emeralds, which he can use to transform into a Super Saiyan Shadow. Super Shadow, yeah.
Hyper
As Super
Shadow.
Shadow, he is completely invulnerable.
Hyper
Can move
Shadow's
at the
much better.
speed of light, and has unlimited access to the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
50
Enough
seconds
power
only,
to
damn.
stop the Space Colony Ark's collision with Earth, and to teleport a giant comet the size of a city. Assuming this rock is half hollow and using the density of concrete as minimum base, this black comet must weigh at least 915 million tons.
Even without his super form, Shadow is powerful enough to wipe out an entire alien fleet in one blast, fast enough to reach hypersonic speeds, and strong enough to play tug-of-war with a giant space monster who is so big he uses a planet a tenth the size of our moon as a chair. Naturally, when you've got this much power, you're probably
Sonic.
Yes,
Wow.
Shadow is excessively overconfident in his abilities. Also, he has a terrible memory.
This guy spent most of his life wondering who the hell he is. And even when he does remember, he usually winds up losing his memories later anyway. To be fair, if I fell from outer space and all I lost were my memories, I'd consider it a really good day.
Yeah,
I mean, I lose them from just falling over at the bar.
That's probably not because of the fall. Also, we can't forget that the Super Shadow form only lasts so long.
Then again, when you move at light speed and have control over space and
I
time,
never played that game.
Who cares about time limits?
Not usually a problem for the ultimate life form.
Yeah.
Many years ago, Professor Gerald Robotnik endowed me with the power of chaos control. A normal creature like yourself doesn't stand a chance against me.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Sonic X. It's been a while.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a
Death battle! Let's see what you got. Oh, I want to say Shadow the Hedgehog. I want to say Shadow the Hedgehog. But I don't know. Really, the Pokemon world? Yeah. I don't like if it went back to like 16-bit. The Chaos Emerald. Get away from me, Zubat.
Get away!
Oh shit.
You are not welcome here. Leave this place.
What's your problem, freak?
I know not its name, but it is black, red, and very annoying.
The voice acting is... Ow!
This'll stop you!
Another gem? What's he doing?
What to learn?
Us!
I must know.
Oh, cool. They read his mind.
No!
Control!
Too late. Oh. Okay, he went hyper first, so... Is he gonna lose?
Good try, monster, but you're done!
He's gonna lose to me. Damn.
Too much.
Okay. Mega Mewtwo with Hyper Shadow.
Chaos!
Not this time.
Control! Maria. Wait, where am I? Oh my god, I'm glowing! Why am I glowing?
Sayonara.
What the hell is the dialogue? Oh my god!
KO!
Shit!
Wiz, when we started Death Battle, I don't think we ever expected to see someone die by spoon.
Yeah, Shadow may have had the advantage in pure speed and power, but this time, Rain defeated Brawn.
Mewtwo got the rundown on all Shadow's abilities simply by reading his mind, giving it the knowledge it needed to counter or avoid crazy powers like Chaos Control.
Ultimately, there was nothing really stopping Mewtwo from just taking over Shadow's mind, and its impressive durability and healing power bought it enough time to do so.
Pretty hard to win a fight when your opponent can make you forget what you're doing and who you are in an instant.
Shadow has been mind controlled before, and has always relied on outside help to recover. Even while Super Shadow was physically invulnerable, this form didn't protect his mind.
Really?
That time he fell from space, and then the worst game ever happened.
Hey!
Yeah, Shadow was gonna lose.
Ow!
Sooner or later.
The
Really?
winner
Sooner or
is
later?
Mewtwo.
I kind of like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Next time on Death Battle.
What do you got next? Red versus Blue? Ah?
Hey.
Yeah?
You ever wonder who'd win in a fight between Carolina and the Meta?
No. Only hopeless nerds on the internet care about that kind of crap.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm asking you? Just picture it. You'd be totally badass.
Hey guys, I'm Chad. I play Boomstick.
And then I play Wiz, and next time on Death Battle, we've got something very special planned.
That is
Stay
special.
tuned, we'll be announcing it shortly.
Oh, I'm so excited. In the meantime, you guys can watch a show that Brian and I work on called Who Is? It's tons of information about characters that have had a bunch of history, but really quick and fun.
And of course, Rooster Teeth and Screw Attack first members can always watch.
Okay, I really don't get why people think Shadow the Hedgehog is the worst Sonic game ever. I mean, for the first off, it's not even about Sonic. It's about Shadow and how I don't get it. Now, they do bring a good point, though. Mewtwo would have mind control, which begs the question, and all the times I fight him in the game, why doesn't he just mind control my Pokemon or my character? And shit. And, really? So, Hyper Shadow is still vulnerable to psychic, mind control. In that form, I don't know, but God, that dialogue. Oh my God, really? Who wrote that dialogue? Who? No, I don't want to. That just feels wrong. But yeah, as soon as we saw that Shadow was the first one to transform, yeah, I'm upset and all that. I like Shadow more than I like Mewtwo, but yeah, I don't let my fanboy or my love for a character get in the way of the facts. Mewtwo would have won. Oh well. Tell me, people, what do you think about this death battle? It's still hard for me to accept, though. Oh well. As always, of course, like and subscribe for more videos. I can't wait for the next death battle. Carolina versus the Meta? This is Mecha-san. Oh, signing out. I can't wait.